Matthew 7:21 and 22. Here Jesus says there are many that's going to come before him saying, Lord, Lord, did we not do this and that in your name? Did we not prophesy? Did we not do miracles? Did we not do great things in your name? And he's going to say, depart from me. I never knew you, you who practice lawlessness. My brothers and sisters, the word of the Lord is, your talents and your gifts is not going to get you into heaven. It doesn't matter if you can sing. An unsafe person can sing like you and better than you. It doesn't matter how well you speak and preach and teach, because there are motivational speakers that can bring a tear to your same parishioner, just like you can. It's not about emotional reactions and how people cry and come to the front. My brothers and sisters, it's not about any of those things, because you know what? Michael Jackson can do that and then some when he was alive. Prince was able to do that and then some. Any concert you go to, a rock concert, all of that, you see how the emotions of men with music and lighting and just that gift that person has can draw them in. God is saying that he is not impressed with your gifts. He gave you that. How can you please him with what he gave you? Meaning, many people believe that God gave it to you. It's kind of like someone gives you a present, you give someone a gift, and they rewrap it and give it back to you. And that should make you be so happy. And you're like, wait, I gave you this. Okay, it's nice, but I gave it to you. I paid the price and bought this for you. So what you're giving me back, it's not like you really, it always belonged to me. You can't give God, that's the right thing, Lord. You can't try to bargain with God by giving him back something that he gave you. Okay, so you would want to think, well, because I'm doing these things in your name, oh God, and I'm my talents and my gift and my anointings, that this will cover me and give me a bit of pardon. How can you give God something that never belonged to you in the first place and that he gave to you? God is not impressed with that. There's nothing different between a preacher and a motivational speaker, a gospel singer, and an R&B singer. Okay, there's nothing different between you that's doing, you having a lending closet and you have a food closet, and they have the non-profit organizations out there. What's so different between you and them? I'm going to tell you something. Those actions and those acts and those what we call the works of the hand does nothing. Because the unsafe person can do the same thing you're doing and then some. But the one thing that's going to cause you to be different and what sets you apart, my brothers and sisters, is complete obedience to Jesus Christ. Complete obedience to the Father. That's what is going to set you apart. Because they can do the same thing you can do. Any person can get up and do the same thing. Do you know how many millions and millions, billions of people that can sing, that can talk well, that can make people cry, that can do what you're doing, what you are doing? But what's going to set us aside, my brothers and sisters, is whether you are completely sold out for Jesus Christ. Not partially, not sometimes, not in some settings, not depending on who it is, not depending on how I feel. But what sets you apart, man of God, when you're speaking the word, and set you apart from a motivational speaker and anyone out there, is that you are set apart and you are truly serving the Lord with all of yourself. You're completely sold out and completely obedient to Jesus Christ. Otherwise, if you are not obeying the Lord and you're not walking in his precepts and you're not doing the things that he told you to do, you're no different. No different. You're simply doing surface work. You're simply reaching their emotions. God is calling his people up higher. He's calling us higher. There's no bargaining with the Lord. There's no, okay, if I do this, maybe you can give me some slack. No, you have nothing you can give to God that he has not already given to you, to include salvation. So my brothers and sisters, it's going to take complete obedience. Because if you are not completely obeying God and you are not turning away from your ways, and if you're practicing lawlessness and calling yourself a believer, I'm here to tell you that you are not. You are just like anyone else in the secular world, doing the same thing, except you put another label on yourself. You understand? Let's completely obey God. Obedience, being set apart, and holiness is what's going to set you apart and have those clear lines between you and the world. All right, my brothers and sisters, be blessed.